Very good morning to one and all. This is Dr. B. Santana Krishna, Associate Professor, Department of EEE, GC Board in Ignore. And I'm going to continue the model 3. In this model, we are going to discuss about the three-phase circuits and single-phase circuit, and then what is called balanced circuit, what is called unbalanced circuit, and then what is the types of electrical loads we are going to discuss in this chapter. This slides are prepared by myself and Dr. B. Paramasivam and Dr. S. Ramesh Kumar, Associate Professor, Department of EEE, the Government College of Engineering Board in Ignore, for the syllabus of Basic Electrical and Electronics Engineering and Instrumentation Engineering. So in this we are going to discuss about what kind of circuits you are going to use in electrical. There are two types of electrical circuit. One is called single phase circuit and one is called three phase circuits. Then what is called single phase circuit? Single phase circuit means a single phase is a two-wire system. A single source is connected to to a load using two wire system. There is the two wire is going to be connected. One is the top wire, other one is the bottom wire. It is connected to corresponding load. This is generally called as a single phase system. Single phase system considering only two wire. One is the phase wire, other one is the neutral wire. One is the phase wire, other one is the neutral wire. For plus and minus, it generally represent the direction of current. In case of AC circuit, there is no plus and minus. Okay. Then similarly, single phase circuit, three wire system, there are two supplies, two voltage sources are connected in two corresponding loads. From the diagram, we can easily understand it. We have a supply. A is one phase and B is another phase, and N is a common neutral. You can see here N is a common neutral. So the phase is AN and phase is BN. The two sources connected to two load using the three-wire system. Sources have equal magnitude and are in phase. This is in case of single phase system. If we talk about the circuit or the system in which the AC source operates the same frequency but different phase, known as the polyphase. Once you go for the three phase, the circuit or a system in which the AC source operates at the same frequency but different phases are known as the polyphase. Then we can go generally called as a three phase system. It consisting of a three wire or four wire system consisting of three phase or generally phase are called RBY. RBY phase, and N is generally called as the neutral. You can see here there is a balanced two phase three wire system. Two sources are connected to loading in three wire system. You can see here three wire system. This is generally called as the generator consisting of a two coil placed perpendicular to each other. The voltage generated by 1 lakh, the other by 90 degree. Then you can go for the three phase four wire system. Three sources are connected with the three wire with the four wire system. Sources have equal frequency but different phases. You can see here first is the phase angle is first phase is 0, another phase is minus 120 degree, another phase is plus 120 degree, but the magnitude of voltage is same. That's what this is called as the three phase system. So the three phase system is generator consisting of a three coil placed 120 degree apart. The voltage generated are equal in magnitude but out of phase of 120 degree each. Three phase is the most economical polyphase system. Then how to generate the AC current? So alternating current going to be generated. The three things must be present in order to produce an electrical current. One is called magnetic field, other one is called a conductor, other one is called relative motion. In the first model, we are discussing how the AC waveforms are generated. When your conductor placed between a magnetic field, then it start to rotate. The direction of rotation plays the polarity of the corresponding AC. Similarly, so we need a magnetic field, we need a conductor, we need a relative motion, then only we can able to generate the corresponding AC signal. So the conductor cuts the magnetic flux, the voltage is induced in the conductor. Direction and speed are very important. That is, the direction and speeds are placed as whether it is the positive value, whether it is the negative value. Then generating of the single phase, you can see here north pole and south pole the conductor is placed. There is no rotating for, there is no voltage generation. You can see there is output is going to be 0. Then you can go here, motion is in parallel flux, no voltage is induced. If they go for another, now the conductor start moving, the voltage going to be, the voltage from the diagram you can see that then the voltage is induced. There is a small rise in the in the phasor diagram. Similarly, you can see here, if you are continuously moving, the amount of the amount of increasing line going to be maximum value. Then it is from the diagram you can easily understand it. Then it is continuously increasing. Once it comes to another resting position, one complete cycle is going to be completed. One complete cycle is going to be completed. Now it is start another rotation. Now it reaches the zero value. From it starts to zero, it goes to the maximum, positive maximum. Again it comes to zero. Again now it start to go for negative maximum. You can see here from the diagram you can easily understand it goes to the negative peak and then it comes to a negative zero. So it is one complete cycle is completed, generally called as the AC generation. Similarly, this is for a single phase. If you go for a three phase, you can see here there are three conductors placed apart 120 degree each, so that we can we can generate the three different waveform. From the next diagram, this is the practical three-phase generator. We have poles and we have stator and rotor. You can see from the diagram. It is right hand side is what is the actual representation of a generator. In the left hand side, what is the corresponding equivalent circuit or equivalent diagram of the generator. They can see here what is one. It consisting of a rotor is the rotating part. The stator is the static part. Then the stator there is the magnetic poles are present in the stator. So automatically the rotor going to be, because of the alternating magnetic poles, the rotor start to rotate. So automatically it cuts the corresponding magnetic flux. There is the induced voltage in the conductor. Automatically the AC going to be generated. From the diagram you can easily understand it. Now this is a three-phase waveform. Phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. So you can see here the three different colors are mentioned to properly understand. One is start with 0, another will start with the negative value, another will start with the positive value. You can see from the diagram. Red line is start with 0, then then the green line is start with the negative value, and the blue line is start with the positive value of magnitude. So this is how the three phase are represented like the three-phase waveforms are represented. From the diagram you can easily understand. Then why we go for three-phase system? What is the need of three-phase system? What is the advantage of three-phase system? All electrical power system in the world use the three-phase system to generate, transmit and distribute. One phase, two phase or three phase, it can be taken from three phases system rather than generated independently. Instantaneous power is constant, not pulsating. Thus, the smoother rotation of the electrical machine. Higher power motors prefer steady state torque. More economical than the single phase. Less wire for same power transfer. The amount of wire required of the three phase system is less than the required for the equivalent single phase system. So this is the diagrammatic representation of a three-phase system, where we have a generating station, where we have a generator. It generate the corresponding AC voltage. Then it is given to a transformer. There is two types of transformer: step-up transformer, step-down transformer. Only AC transformer works only in AC. Then it is given to a transmission line. Then the transmission line, it is given to a corresponding local grid. From the local grid, we can connect it with the local power station. There is nothing but an electricity board. Then the electricity board going to given the corresponding consumer. You can easily understand from the diagram. So from generating station to our consumer end, we can able to send the power using three-phase system. There is a three conductors are present. So the three conductor, it can represent the three-phase system. Then three-phase system, there another way of representing. There is number of three-phase system. How this the different application of three-phase system. One is given to generation station, then distribution. Then distribution comes to from the generation station it comes to a distribution substation. From the substation it comes to domestic purposes. You can easily understand. So if you go for any kind of electrical system, there are two types of connection. One is called star connection and delta connection. If you talk about the balanced circuit or unbalanced circuit, if you talk about balanced circuit or unbalanced circuit, then balanced circuit means the loads are equally used. all three phases the loads are equal, the magnitude of loads are equal, or the type of the loads are equal, then the circuit generally called as the balanced circuit. If you go for unbalanced circuit, the loads are different, the magnitudes are different, the types of the loads are connected in each phase are different. So there are four combination of any electrical system. One is called star, another star to star connection, or star to delta connection, or delta to delta connection, or star to star connection. You can see there is the electrical star source, there is a star connected load, star source, star connected delta connected load, or delta connected source, star connected load, or delta connected source, delta connected load. You can, from the diagram you can easily understand there is a four combination. This star connection generally called as the Y connection, and delta connection generally called as the triangular connection. So there is a clearly represented, there are four combination of any type of electrical system going to be connected: star to star, star to delta, delta to star, delta to delta. So there are this is the basic representation of balanced three-phase sources. How these sources are in connected. There is, if you talk about the delta Y connection, the voltages are taken between line to line voltage, phase voltage, generally called as the phase voltage. Phase to voltage is nothing but we can take phase A between the neutral, similarly phase B between neutral, similarly phase C between neutral. So this is generally called as a three phase four wire system. There is a common neutral wire. All the phases are connected, and center point is generally called as the neutral point. So based on this reference neutral, we are measuring the voltage. Similarly, if you go for delta connection, that is line to line voltage. We are going to measure the voltage between phase to phase, AB, BC, CA. This is the way we are going to, this is how the voltages are measured using a star connection and delta connection. Similarly, if similarly the load is also connected. We are in previous slide we are connecting the source. In this slide we are how the loads are connected. The loads are represented as the impedance. Loads are represented as the impedance because we are in previous slide we are talking about the what are the components, different components are connected. The resistors are connected, inductors are connected, or capacitors are connected, or all three components are connected. So generally we don't know what type of loads are connected in the corresponding system. Generally we can take as the impedance. Impedance is nothing but Z. So that's why we are represent the loads or impedance value here. There is a star connection or Y connection, then the delta connection, how they are connected. If we talk about the balance load, if all the total load is generally called as the Z1, Z2, Z3 is nothing but a star delta. If we go for the same for delta connection, ZB for unbalanced load, we are unbalanced load is all these impedance are different. Then phase sequence. What is the phase sequence? Already, if you go for a three phase, all three phases are 120 degree apart from each. First phase start with 0, other phase start with minus 120, other start with another 120. The corresponding voltages are represented in the corresponding equation. Then the corresponding voltages are in the corresponding, we can represent the corresponding phase voltages. Then the phase sequence also we are given here is 120 degree apart. On the left hand side there is a phasor diagram. It clearly represents the 120 degree. So the total is 360 degree. 360 degree. Similarly, how the connectors are, if the source and the loads are star connected, how the corresponding connections are made, and what is the corresponding phase voltages, and what is the corresponding phase voltage, how to measure the phase voltage, line voltages, or line to line voltages, or we are going to calculate corresponding current equation, voltage equations are represented here. Similarly, we are going to connect the represented here. This is the total representation of a phasor for a balanced Y star to star connection. Similarly, what is the corresponding load voltages. Then if you go for balanced three phase system, balanced star YY connection, you can see here how these YY connections are connected. Similarly, if you go for star delta connection, the source is star connection, the load is delta connection. Source is generally represented as voltage, and load is connected generally as the impedance value. The corresponding voltage equation and current equations are represented here. You can represent the phasor diagrams is also represented here. Now this diagram represent the delta to delta. The source is delta connection, the load is also delta connection. We can represent this delta to delta connection. Here you can represent the corresponding voltage and currents are measured as a corresponding equation. Equation. Now this is the representation of um, stores is the delta connection and load is the star connection. Corresponding equations are represented here. So this is a star to star connection, the equivalent circuit, how the equivalent circuits are drawn here. Now the three phase unbalanced. So far we discussed about the balanced circuit. Balanced circuit, the loads in each phase are equal, the magnitude is equal, the load types are equal. It is generally called as the three phase balanced circuit. It generally star connection is used for unbalanced circuit and delta connection is used for balanced circuit. Generally common in any electrical system, star connection is used for unbalanced system and delta connection used for balanced system. Three phase unbalanced means you can see here from the example, you can see here this is the delta connected load. From the phasor diagram you can easily understand the magnitude of current. You can see the length of IA, IB, ICs are different. That's why this differences are the unbalanced load. That means the connected loads are not equally equal magnitude value. So from this you can easily understand the line current will not equal or nor will they have 120-degree phase difference as was the case in balanced circuit. Even it is apart from 120 degree of each, the current of the corresponding loads are different. That means the magnitude of corresponding loads are different. From the phasor diagram you can see here the length of the IA, IB, IC is different. That's why this is called as the unbalanced load. So this is called delta connection and this is for star connection. Generally I told you delta connection used only for a balanced circuit, star connection is only for the unbalanced connection. So power balance in three phase circuit, if you go for, already I told you there are two types of connection, delta connection, star connection. In delta connection, the voltage across line is the line voltage. The current is phase current. The angle between VI is the angle of the impedance. Similarly, the phase power PP, VLP, IP cos phi. Similarly, the total power equal to because of the three phase we have a 3 voltage, so 3 VL IP cos theta. Similarly, if you go for delta connection, the total power is P3 VL IL cos theta. Similarly, for balanced delta connected load, for balanced star connected load, what will be the current, what will be the voltage, what will be the total power consumed by the corresponding loads are represented as the equation. Similarly, the PT is nothing but the total power consumption, ST is nothing but the apparent power consumption, T is nothing, QT is nothing but the reactive power consumption. There are three types of power. One is called real power, reactive power, apparent power. Real power means the actual power going to be transferred, reactive power and apparent power. So these are the instantaneous three-phase power calculation. From the equation we can calculate what is the instantaneous value of the corresponding three-phase power. Then what is the loss? If during the transmission there must be because of the distance between the power station and generating station and distribution station, there is a transmission loss. What will be the transmission corresponding power is generated and transmitted from one place to another place? What will be the corresponding equation? From the equation we can calculate what will be the power loss. Then we talk about the electrical load. So electrical load, Electrical load, the device which takes electrical energy is taken as the electric load. In other words, the electrical load is a device that consumes electrical energy in the form of current and transform it into other form like heat, light, work, etc. The electrical load may be a resistive, inductive, capacitive, or some combination between them. The term load is used in number of ways. So the electrical loads are very important. We are going to utilize the electrical, once the power is generated, we are going to utilize the power by means of the load. So the loads are very important. Based on the load only we are going to consume the electrical power. Without load it is not possible to consume the electrical power. There are types of loads. The classification of load. The classification of electrical loads is nature of load and the power system load. The nature of load is resistive load, inductive load, capacitive load. For example, resistive load is generally called as the lamp load. Inductive load is generally called as the motor. Any kind of motor is generally called as an inductive example of inductive load, or transformer, or a fan is generally called as the inductive load. If you go for capacitive load, you can see here it is going to store the energy. Then if you go for power system load, is generally classified into domestic load, commercial load, industrial load, and agricultural load. So if you talk about the domestic load is defined as the total energy consumed by the electrical appliances in the household work. It depends on the living standard, weather and type of resident. The domestic load mainly consists of light, fan, refrigerator, air conditioner, mixer grinder, heater, oven, small pumping motor, etc. The domestic load consumes very little power and also independent from frequency. This load largely consists of lighting and cooling or heating, generally called as the domestic load. If you go for commercial load, the commercial load mainly consists of lighting of shops, office, advertisements, etc., fan, heating, air conditioning, and many other electrical appliances used in establishments such as market, restaurant, etc., are considered as a commercial load. If we talk about the industrial load consists of small scale industry, medium scale industry, and large scale industry, heavy industry, and cottage industry. The induction motor form of high proportion of the composite load. The industrial loads are the composite load. The composite load is a function of frequency and voltage, and it forms the major part of the system. So if you go for domestic load and commercial load, the frequency is not a matter. But if you go for an industrial load, the frequency is the matter, because high power rating machines are going to be used. So automatically it depends upon the frequency. Then if you go for agriculture load, this types of load is mainly motor pump set. Loads are irrigation purposes. The load factor of this load is very small, that is it varies from 0.015 to 0.20. So this is about the three-phase electric load and three-phase electric loads and three-phase circuit. Thank you.